y'all back here again. I know it's been a couple weeks, so go ahead, I'll open up questions.
Gus, what excites you about Darius Rush in particular? His length, he dropped a little bit in the draft. I don't know what reason that really was for, but getting a guy like that in the 5th round, what did that excite you?
Yeah, I mean, we're excited about all those guys. I mean, obviously they got some length. When they come in the building, you can see that, they got the length that you look for at times, and that can be good and it can be bad. It all comes back to ability, but it's a good starting point with those guys. So, and they use it as an asset for them. So he's good at the line of scrimmage, he's got tremendous speed, and he's a student of the game. I know that he just in that short time we were with him seemed to pick up things pretty quick.
Do you think this will be like a trial by fire for that group, considering how young you all are?
Well, we just need depth and really see how it plays out. Get them into training camp and keep developing them, and that's kind of been our mindset with younger guys. Let them start, keep improving and see where it ends up with all 3 of them, really.
Gus, are you hoping to press a little bit more this year than you did last year? Maybe?
Yeah, I mean, ideally, when we say we want to be aggressive defense, it obviously it starts up front, but on the perimeter, we'd like to be aggressive. So there's times we can and can't be, but if we can be, we want to be aggressive on the perimeter. And that's been a theme of us. I think if anybody looked back and would say that, but without getting too much into the scheme stuff right now, I mean, to utilize it, but we'll ask those guys, all of our corners, to do multiple techniques, but there's times when you need it.
Okay. Anybody else? Tommy Adibare, what excites you about him?
Tommy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, really strong. I mean, obviously, you guys have seen his stats, right? Very fast, very explosive. So it's just, looking at him to fit in with the D-line. And remember, the goal objective is to try to get where we got 8 guys that we can come in waves, and to provide some more help inside there would be great. So he did a good job. Plays extremely hard on tape. That's the one thing that we noticed too about him.
The Colts like to have those guys who are quick enough to play D-end, but big enough to play inside. How do those guys play in your defense?
That's what you kind of hope for. Especially at 3 technique, you're looking for a guy that's explosive overall. And, he's going to get his chance on some one-on-one rushes, so you want him to be able to win there. But the explosiveness at that position is, important. A guy like Buck is unique, right? He's tall, big, fast, all of it combined. So the 3 technique is pretty important part of it. And, when you get to 3rd down, sometimes you have 2-3 techniques, and so you rush them both ways that way.
Is that how you see Dio? Kind of the...
Yeah, I mean, I think overall, when you look at them, all the guys, we're trying to get them to where they all can, fit in at different spots. They have a role on 1st and 2nd down, a role on 3rd down. So how that all comes together, there's some, a lot of questions yet to be seen. But hopefully in training camp we get clear vision.
On the other hand, Grover last week was telling us that he's really concentrating on his pass rush right now. And he said,
he did?
Yeah, he said hopefully don't take me off the field on 3rd down. Now,
right.
It's not up to him, but is there more for him to grow?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously the 1st and 2nd down, he played at a high level for us. But we're always challenging him, that pass rush. And it comes back to always affecting the quarterback. And he has the ability to do that. So we'll see how that progresses too.
Gus, going back to Germany for a second, you obviously have a lot of history playing games, coaching games overseas. What was maybe the biggest thing you learned, kind of the unknown about
I would say this, you're right, been over there. I think that maybe early in the time process, you're going, oh boy, that's a trip now, on flight, and how are we going to do this, and how are we going to manage it to keep the players fresh? And then when you go through it all and you get there on Sunday, it's an unbelievable environment. I mean, you're sitting there and it's just a different feel to it all, and it's very energizing, I would say. And the emotion, enthusiasm, and the play, it's really a cool experience for the players, I think, and the coaches. It's unbelievable. And I'm guessing in Germany it's the same. What you hear about it is very, very similar, to that type of environment. So the players should be excited, I think, about it. It's a great opportunity, and it's amazing what the game of football, presents to you as opportunities. And to go over there and play in front of their fans would be great.
Did you guys do the?
As far as preparation?
I think as you go through it, it's, you try to, it depends. I don't know exactly, you know, our time schedule. Are we leaving Sunday after the game, or are we leaving Thursday? I don't know those things, but I think that you get used to it and you plan and you can get your preparation in, you know, and it's not an issue that way. You gotta be more efficient at times in some areas, but it's not like a Thursday night game. You know, it's not, you know, how efficient you have to be on a week like that.
Did you like doing the Thursday night trip over or the Sunday right after the game?
It's good. I think the, you know, as we talk about it, this is getting me in a situation I don't know what I'm supposed to say. Talk about personal things. How about personal things?
Purely curious.
You know what, here. No, yeah, I think there's advantages of both, but let me say this just so I can give you something. I thought Thursday was pretty good. I thought Thursday was pretty good, just because you get over there, you get acclimated, and you play on Sunday. And it seemed for the trip to London, through my experience, that it worked out pretty good as far as players feeling fresh.
Who reaches out, or does anybody reach out to the players to ask who's got a passport and needs a passport?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll get all that, but it is a great question. Yeah, you know, I'm sure Mulaney and everybody will get involved in that, making sure to set up, to make sure everybody's got a passport and getting it early, and that's a process in itself. But you know, the organization will handle that.
Is the NFL the reason why you got a passport? Like, did you have one before your?
Yeah, I did have one.
You already had one?
Yeah.
You guys got the 3 new corners, but Dallas Flowers kind of gets lost in the mix of that. How does he factor into all of it?
He's big. I mean, Isaiah, Dallas, that's what we say. Those other 3s come in, and you know, it's competition, right? And you provide depth. You need depth at that spot, and then just see who rises to the top. But we were pleased with how Dallas progressed. Same like Isaiah, when he's on the field and healthy and can play, he does really good things. So it just creates more depth and some young guys with some traits, and we'll see how it all plays out.
Last season we saw Julian Blackman playing some nickel corner. That was when Kenny went down. Do you see him just still as a safety who can bounce there?
Yeah, we're still looking at those things right now. You know, we talked in the off season and just see how it all kind of plays out. We're moving guys around right now, see what the best fit for our team is, and so that'll probably be a work in progress as we go.
You all signed Jamal Woods out of Illinois. What stood out to you all as a staff to want to see more from him after rookie minicamp?
You know, obviously big and strong, but his explosiveness, I think, in rookie minicamp is what jumped out at us. We felt like, even in a short period of time, just watching him drill work, obviously his film work that we studied before, but the way he came in, the way he approached it, some of his explosiveness showed up in that short period of time.